Here's the thing. Andrew Wolnez can fess up to his shit, or he can kiss my ass. Ain't no deal's gonna be made. The thing is, he wasn't just predatory towards me once. He wants to pretend that the assault was because, well, he wanted to pretend all this is because he's traumatized when he was a baby from being recorded. I don't give a shit, motherfucker. You're helping rapists and child molesters get away. You're also committing felony after fucking felony and then playing victim like a little bitch. No, this shit's going to be taken care of in court. You want to go talking trash and lying like a little bitch? No, I don't give a fuck about none of your bullshit, dude. You weren't being recorded when you first started this shit. I recorded the situation with Wolnez when he first started this shit. I started recording because of his bullshit. Because of his bullying, because of his absolute goddamn slander. But it don't matter. He thought it was okay to fucking bully somebody instead of talk to me like a fucking adult because he's a little bitch. He picks on somebody who's not able to defend themselves because he's a little bitch. He wants to talk shit about me begging. That makes it magically okay for him to bully, don't it? But look at him begging. See, he calls going to the place where they feed people begging, but where did he go? The place where they feed people for food, obviously. So obviously he's a beggar too. By his own definition, he's a beggar. He is a beggar who begs. Did you like the way I said that? God damn, it's cute. Obviously, I don't like predators. And the thing is, Andrew Wolnez seems to think he's going to get away with being predatory. No, he ain't. I'm not dropping this shit. I can't. I have to look over my shoulder for pieces of shit like him everywhere I fucking go. And you know what makes these pieces of shit more brazen? Every fucking time they get away with it. And then you expect me to play Let's Make a Deal with fucking predators. You want me to play Let's Make a Deal with people who take advantage of the disabled. You want me to play Let's Make a Deal with child molesters and fucking rapists. You want me to play Let's Make a Deal with crooked fucking cops. No, we're not playing Let's Make a fucking Deal. All that does is get me the short end of the fucking stick every goddamn time I come to people for help turning in this abuse and these predators. Because if you help these predators to get away, they are going to do it again. They are going to do it again. And that is what's recorded on my channel time after time after time. People being predatory towards me and then playing fucking victim. Over and over. No, this is not fucking okay. Do you bother to take a look at the hell that I live every fucking day having to look over my shoulder? You can't go to a woman for help with this. She's gonna think she knows better than you and that she fucking fixed the problem in 30 seconds. It's gotta be a person who sees themselves as a person, not as a man, not as a woman, but as a person. And someone who is gonna see me not as a man and not as a woman, but as a person. And y'all been taught not to be that way. Meanwhile, men, we don't have the choice that women do. We don't. The guys that you throw yourselves at, it's the top 5% of good-looking guys, or guys with money. When a guy asks you out on a date, that's how it's expected to go, isn't it? He's supposed to ask you, isn't he? So you get to decide who you say yes to and who you say no to. I have literally never asked a woman out more than once. If she says no, it means no. Now, when you're throwing all sorts of stupid fucking hints at somebody like me, I'm not going to get your fucking hints. Especially if I'm already on a mission. If I'm there for something specific. If it's a friend's birthday party and I'm invited to the friend's birthday party, I'm there for my friend. I'm not there to get laid. I'm not going to get your hints. I've never had a girlfriend. I didn't grow up with people who were allowed to have boyfriends or girlfriends because I grew up in the system as a kid. You don't get to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the system. You can kind of do it under the sly if you're in one of them co-ed places, but most of them ain't co-ed. And between the trouble that comes with having a boyfriend or girlfriend in a place like that and just avoiding it, it's best just to avoid it. When people are boyfriend and girlfriend in places like that, it's sly on the side. Nobody sees what's going on. You just hear about it a little bit. Now this wolnez feller, he shouldn't have come up to me to begin with pulling this shit. And he wants to pretend that being recorded. No. You get anywhere near me, I'm going to fucking record you. That fucking simple. If I see you at a distance, I'm going to make mention that I see you. When you start approaching me, that's when you're going to get fucking recorded. Or if you want to fucking stare at me like a goddamn pervert, yeah, that's going to get you fucking recorded too. When you assault me repeatedly, you do not get to play fucking victim, and you don't get to walk away. You do not get to walk away from that and think that there will be no consequences. Now you can man up and you can come and talk to me like a man, but it will be recorded. Also, knowing that it's recorded on my YouTube channel, it's probably not a good idea to fucking lie to people about the situation. It's probably not a good fucking idea. Because if anybody actually takes a look, dude, you're fucked. People will never believe another goddamn thing that comes out of your face, and for good reason. The goal here is to turn in Andrew Wolnez, not to let him go. The point here is to turn him in and make sure that there are consequences for his crimes, so that maybe he'll think twice about doing it to somebody else. There should have been consequences for Natalie Bollinger, so that she would think twice before doing that to somebody else. There should have been consequences for Alicia Bollinger, so that she would think twice before doing it to somebody else. There should have been consequences for Maddie Boa, so that she would think twice before doing it to somebody else. There should have been consequences for Lexi Woods and Jonathan Hickson. There should have been consequences, but there weren't. There should have been consequences for Waylon Lolatai. And there were, eventually, because that cop just couldn't help himself. He's a violent piece of shit. Wolnez, so far as I am aware, has not hit me hard enough for me to even recognize that I've been hit. I've looked at the videos and yeah, he fucking hit me. And bystanders have told me, yeah, dude, he fucking hit you. He landed a good one. Dude, he fucking swung at you 3 or 4 times. Like, I don't know how he fucking missed. Well, yeah, well, him swinging at me is different from actually landing one. You don't get to try to bully somebody who can't defend themselves and can't even walk away. You don't get to do that. Oh, by the way, I did walk away, didn't I? You don't get to bully somebody like that. Somebody who's just trying to turn in cans to get some money. And then pretend like you're some sort of a victim. That's fucked. Now, y'all know me. You've seen some of my predators get assaulted on my channel, and what do? I do stupid things, don't I? Let's take a look. One of my predators, Alicia Bollinger, she disappeared 3 different times. What's going to happen if Andrew Wolnez disappears? I'll do what I always do. Try to help find him and get him home safely. What am I going to do if somebody tries to victimize Wolnez the way that he victimizes me? Well, what do I always do? I'm going to stick to my morals. Just because you're a fuck up doesn't mean that it's okay to do that shit, but in reality, what should I do? I should let him get his karma, shouldn't I? If people want to beat on him, I should just watch, shouldn't I? Now, the lady who spoke with him, at least she tried to do something diplomatic instead of running around assaulting people or threatening to assault people. Thank goodness she did something other than that. Now, as long as wolnez stays the hell away from me, I don't have a reason to record him. Now, there's some stuff that people want to pretend that it makes me some sort of a horrible person, such as flipping a motherfucker off. Now, why is it that I have not tried to turn in Robert Farnsworth's mother? She flipped me off. She even yelled some mean shit out the window. Well, I'll tell you. Because I support that behavior. I absolutely do. There's a time for peace and there's a time for war. And sometimes you gotta not be nice. Sometimes being heard is more important. When your loved ones are dying all around you because nobody cares. No, I don't need your fucking pretty words. I don't need your fucking condolences. I need your action. Your son or daughter ends up out here on the streets. I'm the one who's gonna make sure they don't fucking freeze to death. I'm the one who's gonna protect them to the best of my abilities when people are trying to hurt them. I'll do what I always do. I'll be an idiot. I'll make sure I scream loud and proud and get that predator's attention on me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna set this on mute, but we're gonna keep it playing. All right. Whoa. On the bright side, I got a hand warmer. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, it's fucking chilly, isn't it? Whoa. Anyway, I found part of a tobacco this morning. It's all busted to shit. Fuck it. We got plenty of snipes I rolled out. They got a little bit of cigarette paper left on them. We'll use one of them to repair the sumbitch. As far as Wolnez goes, he got to repent. Or he's got to pay. Pay the piper. You can either change your wicked ways or you can serve time. I mean, that's basically the choices here. According to the state of Oregon, well, the state of Oregon has to press charges on him on at least 5 occasions. I don't know what the state of Oregon thinks about throwing ice cream on somebody, but the other shit, yeah, pretty fucking illegal. Oh, and attempting to destroy somebody's property and property damage, yeah, those are illegal as fuck too. But it doesn't matter, does it? When I tried to turn in my predators in Nebraska, in law enforcement, what did they do? Press false charges against me repeatedly to prevent me from turning them in and to try to paint me as a horrible person. Well, that's what makes them actual horrible people. Same thing with this Wolnez feller. You know, I never asked for any of his fucking abusive bullshit. But then he wants to play fucking victim. No, not fucking playing that shit. As far as the truth goes, don't come anywhere fucking near me, you won't get recorded. Pretty simple. Don't be predatory towards me. I won't have a fucking reason to record you. If you're in the general vicinity of somebody who's committing a crime against myself or someone else, you know I fucking record. You might want to step out of the fucking way if you don't want to be on my channel. Meanwhile, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel if I had one fucking friend to help me turn this shit into the goddamn cops. To take it seriously when it happens instead of procrastinating while hundreds of crimes happen. You say you can't do anything about it. Well, really? Because you're not listening. That's why you can't do anything about it. You're too busy making excuses why you can't do anything about it. This is pretty simple shit. Every woman in America knows that when you're victimized, yeah, you're supposed to turn it in. Every woman in America is taught exactly how, and every man in America is taught not to. Meanwhile, life fucking happens, doesn't it? As far as him not getting recorded, it's a little late for that. I don't give a fuck what happened to him as a kid because he was recorded. Fuck you, dude. No, I don't give a fuck about none of your goddamn excuses. You come up to me, you started shit with me, you threatened me, you harassed me, you slandered me repeatedly. Then you assaulted me repeatedly. You want to play like the reason that you're fucking badgering me is because you're being recorded. No, you were recorded because you were badgering me. You were recorded because you kept on harassing me. You were recorded because you kept on antagonizing. And if you come near me again, yeah, I'm going to take it exactly that way. Now, just because I'm going to take it that way immediately if you come anywhere near me. That doesn't mean that you can't try approaching me like a human being. Robert Farnsworth. Let me give you the example of Robert Farnsworth. All right? Yeah, who wouldn't be afraid of him? He actually did a lot of the shit that you guys pretend that I might. He's actually got some of the issues that you guys try to pretend that I have as an excuse why it's okay for you to do the things that you've done, or to pretend that I must just be making it up. The reality is I got this shit on lockdown. Right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? Big ego shit? I'm the god of war. Or some such fucking stupidity. But the thing is, I'm not a god. I'm not any good at fighting. I've never been good at fighting. You know what I've always been good at? Flinching. I have won more fights than I've lost from flinching. Flinching breaks people's knuckles. Often. Most people do not try to pull a Farnsworth and attempt to telegraph and headbutt me. Most people, they punch me, aiming for my big fucking beak, and I flinch. Look at the difference there. You aim for my beak, I flinch. What are you going to be hitting me in? My fucking forehead. That ain't right. Now, it seems to me that the lady who said Andrew Wolnez is willing to have a truce. Well, them terms didn't seem like much of a problem to me, because those are the terms they were to begin with. The camera, when it's on, it faces me. That way, nobody's getting offended. Most of the time when not Farnsworth, I don't want to blame Robert Farnsworth for anything that he isn't doing. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people were assholes to me over Farnsworth. A lot of them. Let me tell you about the last 8 times I saw Robert Farnsworth. 7 of those times, he didn't scowl at me. He didn't stare at me all fucking harsh. He didn't come across yelling and screaming shit. He left me alone. He left me alone. The one time he didn't leave me alone, what did he do? He gave me $2. That was him at least trying to make peace. You know how much that $2 meant to me? It wasn't the $2 that meant something. It was the fact that this guy who had been a fucking complete and total goddamn jackass to me repeatedly over and over and over again, and I just wanted him to fucking stop. It got to the point that every time I saw Farnsworth, I started recording, no matter what, because I was fucking petrified he was going to do it again. Because he had repeatedly done it over and over and over. Of course, who wouldn't be afraid of that? When you got women coming up to you and saying, dude, he fucking choked me out, and he choked this other lady out. Yeah, fucking, and seeing him get violent. Now people say, hey, it's because he was off his meds. I'm going to tell you something. If I'm violent, it's not because I'm off my meds. It's because somebody's putting their nasty cock beaters on me, and they're not stopping. Look at how many times this jackass, Andrew Wolnez, has fucking assaulted me. Look at how many times he's tried to break my phone. And has actually succeeded. My screen is pretty fucking cracked. Don't get me wrong, some of those cracks are from me. But terms of a truce, stay the fuck away from me. That's the terms. Leave me the fuck alone. You don't leave me alone, you get fucking recorded. You want to go talking trash behind my back? Fine. That's what people do in small towns. They vie for attention and pity and power. See, here's the thing about Wolnez. Wolnez ain't made no amends. Now, I'm either after him serving prison time, not jail time, prison time for this shit. This is not fucking okay. And these predators need to know that it's not okay. And the police are doing everything that they can to look the other way, which is why I have to deal with predator after predator after predator. These predators get to see that nobody's doing jack shit. They're just pulling the I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry thing. Well, how many corpses is there because of I'm sorries? Because of people not getting actively involved. Now, somebody telling me, oh, well, you know, we'll have a truce here. And yeah, there's been a truce with every one of these people. You leave me alone, there's not a problem. You harm me repeatedly, there's going to be a problem. And if there's going to be a problem, I'm going to speak up about it loud and fucking proud. I'm tired of people ending up dead because of shit like this. I'm tired of people being abused for trying to get help because the services that we're sent to for help are only out to make a fucking profit. People keep sending me to care, but the people who are sending me to care from out on the streets are also, many of them, you get to hear the difference between the men and the women. Some of the men get help. Most of the women do get help. A lot of help in abundance, greater than any of us get. They're actually possibly going to be taken seriously. Now, the first place that I went to was CARE, and that's the first place that I had to fill out housing paperwork. If literally all these places are going to do is have me fill out housing paperwork at all of them over and over and over again, how is that going to stop people like Wolnez? With Wolnez, he could do what Farnsworth did. Farnsworth, he walked up to me knowing that I was recording. Knowing full well that I was recording. What did he do? He approached me. Of course, he approached me from behind, which very easily could have initiated some sort of trauma reaction, but it didn't, did it? No, he gave me $2. Now with Wolnez, that's not going to work. $2 ain't gonna do no good. No, you go running around slandering somebody's name like that, refusing to take responsibility. No, dude, you gotta take responsibility for your shit. And if you want to pass judgment on me and harm me over shit that never fucking happened, yeah, you are either going to take a look like a man, right? Isn't that like a man bullshit? Yeah, it's all bullshit, but whatever. You want to hide behind your fucking kids like a coward? Pretend like I harmed your kids? You're too small to go to prison, son. They'll fuck you up your asshole, no joke. Some AB talk about you to their girlfriend. She'll look your name up and give them the specifics. They'll have to send you to a beast unit. Yeah. They'll get sent to an alpha unit. Or they have to put protected people like sex offenders and police officers. The thing is, those youth, Tillamook Sporting Goods, know exactly what they were doing when they decided to target me, when they decided to target Christian, and when they decided to target many other homeless people down there. Now, wolnez wanted to tell folks that I was messing with his kids down there. Holy shit. He wanted to call me a beggar, right? And then he goes the same place as I do. Wants to call me a beggar for going to a church, get something to eat. That he goes to that church, gets something to eat. Then the whole he's talking shit on Tillamook. No, I'm telling the truth about Tillamook. I'm telling the truth about the whole fucking country. It's disgusting. Wolnez is not going to stop this shit. If it's not me, he'll do it to someone else because he has seen that there are no consequences. At least somebody tries to intervene somewhat, and thank goodness for that. But you don't go running around calling somebody a pedophile and a rapist and a murderer, slandering their name, trying to get other people involved when you do bad shit to them. See, that's the thing. Natalie and Alicia did bad shit. Maddie Boa did bad shit. If they hadn't done bad shit, I wouldn't have spoken up about it. And you say, oh, Sean, if you hadn't spoken up, nobody would have hurt you. They were already hurting me. They were already threatening me. They were already assaulting me. They were already threatening to kill my friends and family. What, you think after blocking Natalie and Alicia Bollinger and Maddie Boa in Virginia, you think I wanted to unblock them? No. I wanted them to leave me the fuck alone. But the other thing is, I wanted to be able to go see my friends and family in Boulder without being fucked with, without being threatened, without being harassed, without someone like Wolnez coming up, starting shit, talking shit, being abusive and pretending that it's somehow magically justified just because he want to fucking spout bullshit. He's a fucking dumbass. As far as the truce goes, no. Now that lady, the terms that she gave me have been acceptable the whole time. You don't do fucked up shit to me, I don't have any reason to fucking record you. If you're not a witness to the situations, I got no reason to record you. Now, because of abuse that I take frequently and often, I do have to try to record 24 hours a day. Specifically because of people like Wolnez. Ain't no truce. I'm still trying to take his ass to court. I'm still trying to get his ass arrested. Still trying to get his ass put in prison along with these police officers in this here town. And the majority of the people at the services here, see, here's the thing, they're getting paid for a job they're not doing. If you're not going to do the job, you should not get paid. If a bricklayer doesn't build you the house that you paid him to build, should he have been paid to begin with? No. When you have to front the money for the materials, and he doesn't buy the materials, do you have a truce? Okay, well, you can keep my $150,000 for everything needed to build me a brick shit house. And you don't have to provide the materials. You could just keep what you took because we're having a truce. No. No, you don't screw people over and get to just walk away. No. Especially not after doing it that many times. Over and over and over again. Especially when you want to play victim after you have done fucking horrible things to a person. No, you were a fucked up person for thinking that. Wolnez wants to ride his bike towards my vehicle. I'm gonna fucking point my camera right in his face. Stay the hell away from me, not a problem. Stay the hell away from me. You see me, you go the other way. If I see you, I'll go around the block to avoid your dumb ass. You can do the same goddamn thing, son. Just kidding, he ain't ugly enough to be one of my kids. And all the things that wolnez wanted to pretend for excuses to come harm me. That's what got him recorded. Him harming me. Him wanting to spread the kind of rumors that get people harmed and killed, and him wanting to enlist others to do his dirty work for him or with him, to try to incite others to violence against me. And you get to see over and over again when I tell people what's going on and they want to offer up violence, what do I tell them? No. No. Violence ain't good enough. I'm not even sure a prison sentence is good enough. Now, if you want to actually repent, first of all, that starts with profession by mouth. This guy, I don't know if he wants to pretend to be a Christian or not, but I do profess by mouth, and I'm not a Christian. If I fuck up, I'll admit it. If I'm doing something fucked up, I'll admit that too. If I'm about to do something fucked up, I'll admit that too. Well, this guy wants to pretend like I might. As long as he's going to keep playing that shit and playing it like he's a victim, after doing the shit that he's done to me repeatedly, how many times has he assaulted me? How many times has he tried to do that antagonization bullshit? Then he don't want to be recorded. Well, holy shit. What'd he do on Thursday? I claimed to her that he just threw his ice cream in my car. No. He was trying to destroy my phone with evidence. Evidence I've been trying to get the cops to look at. Evidence of actual child molesters, actual rapists, actual predators. But he wanted to try to destroy my fucking evidence over and over and over again after he fucked up. No, ain't no truce. He stay the fuck away from me. He don't get recorded. I already know he's gonna go talking trash behind my back. I'm not doing it behind nobody's back. I'm doing it loud and proud on the internet for God and everybody to hear. Ain't no reason to hide it. Rule number 1. When it comes to adults, never trust an adult who asks you to keep secrets. Ever. Don't tell me anything you ain't willing to tell the police.